2 spots left up for grabs in round 4. Adrian Buchan, a former winner in this contest, taking on one of the highest scoring surfers in the event so far, Joan Duru. Just the second time we've been able to see these two compete after very strong first round performances.
What an amazing kind of entrance into the beach. If you take a look at the very first exchange for Adrian Buchan on the backhand, got a little breeze, which has put a ruffle on the faces of these waves, but a beautiful 2 turns from Ace Buchan, that crisp backhand. And he is not going to give away waves. He's going to make everything and do everything to win heats.
Yeah, sometimes he's too competitive. It's got him some interferences in the past. 21.5 minutes to go. Joan Duru picking off his first ride.
Wave was a little 2-turn combo, but it wasn't. It was a much more showcased bottom turn, top turn combination. This one felt jammed. He didn't have the ability to kind of sit off the bottom and wait and set up the maneuver. It was more forced.
Frederico Marias out, Connor O'Leary gone. So he can make a big move and if he can potentially crack another final here.
And how about the effort from Belly running down? And you said you actually broke the board on the first turn on that wave.
Yeah, I broke the board on the first turn, and I'm like, all right, I'm just going to keep surfing this wave, and I hope that it holds. On the last turn, I thought it was just going to crack, but I'm like, hold it, and then it held. And then I wasn't too sure, but I was almost sure that because I heard it, and I was going like that, and then all of a sudden we had the ski, and all serious and like committed and focused for the heat. But at the same time, I had a full laugh. I was fully laughing behind the ski because it was pretty incredible to see him just fall off and get smashed in the sand.
Well, he loves it. It was great to see him running down there for you. We can't wait to see him in the next event.
Thank you, and can't wait for the next event.
Thank you, Strider, and thank you, Leo.
I mean, his surfing is there, like Strider mentioned. Those little decisions, hopefully they start to go your way. As we watch Ace Buchan, wave number 2, getting a little loose for that section. He tries to really push on that carve. Got some release out of the fins. And then Joan having to steer through all this bump. Does well to keep the speed. So hard to do to keep those rails engaged when there's so much white water on the face. But he did that, and it's going to be an okay number for Joan.
As the 28-year-old rookie with so much competitive experience takes off. Just setting this wave up, really. And it's just not doing it for him, so he's going to kick out. Adrian Buchan out the back. He can't find the open face either, and looking very sharp. Joan Duru, just a great rookie campaign. Here's the replay of that last ride.
I don't think this is going to factor in. It's going to be a 2-point ride. Both these surfers kind of shabby waves, those bigger sets.
He was the biggest mover after Trestles. Jumped 6 spots and into 12th position as Joan Duru. Live action is up once again. And he lets go of a pretty neat sequence of maneuvers here. He's trying to get the lead. He needs a 5.68 to do that.
Oh, that's right there. Could be just enough. Take a look in. I mean, we knew it was going to be right there in comparison to, say, the 5.33, the 6.33. You can start to go and look at those as the comparisons. The wave on the inside, as much as it gave him opportunity to mix those moves up, wasn't really any true high impact maneuvers. So score comes in, there, if you look at it, we saw it's a 3-2 split, but the average comes out lower.
Here he goes again. He's got another shot at it, loading up with a lot of speed. Looking for something big. Down the line, the float, as good as it was, it just didn't get him back out onto the open face. So that's all he's going to get out of that wave. It won't go into his top 2. Adrian Buchan, meanwhile, has picked off a nice right. Pretty explosive first turn there. Now looking to add the extras on the inside. Always maintains such great flow. Always moving.
He's going to be extending his lead here. It's easy to get into that kind of pendulum effect where you're just going to go straight 12 o'clock every time, but you don't have to do that to get big scores. See, again, he gets that release out of the tail, and his maneuvers always look so much more committed because of how he gets up underneath the surfboard on the back end. He puts those hips.
And like you pointed out, Rosie, he doesn't need too much. He needs a 5.95 to get out in front now. drifting nicely around the sections, just trying to keep pace with this wave so he can get some turns done through the inside. Bit of foam on the face to deal with. No dramas for the 28-year-old. Still chipping away, working hard for the number. There's a claim.
Why did they punch himself?
I know, he almost knocked himself out of the event. It's going to be his last shot at it. We're unsure whether he's going to be chasing a score here, but Bucko can't afford to treat this wave lightly. He goes all out on the first turn because it's a pretty low-scoring heat. And Joan is chasing something pretty similar to what's already up there on the board.
I mean, you see great flow here on these 3 maneuvers on the outside section. Then he gets the carve.
First number looks good, Pete.
I'm pretty confident that he's going to get it.
I love it. My favourite turn on the whole wave came at the end when he clocked himself. The number is in. It's a 6.3. And Joan Duru is into the 4th round. Adrian Buchan, another former winner, goes down. And Joan Duru is staking his claim for a Rookie of the Year title here on the beach breaks of his hometown. A heat score total of 12.63. We're going to take a quick break.